Lindsey Halligan, President Trump's hand-picked U.S. attorney responsible for the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey, has admitted to a trial judge that the full grand jury never saw the final version of the charges leveled against the disgraced lawman. Excuse me, what? That is not how the grand jury system works. Halligan revised the charges against Comey after the grand jury couldn't agree on one of them, and she told U.S. District Judge Michael Nachmanoff that when she presented the new version, quote, the foreperson and another grand juror was also present, but apparently not the rest of the group. And grand juries function similarly to a trial jury, so picture only 2 out of the 12 hearing a whole case before rendering a verdict. The judge actually called Halligan a, quote, puppet for President Trump. And another prosecutor insisted, though, that the revised indictment was only slightly changed from the original. Still, that's a change. But one of Comey's defense attorneys called for the case to be thrown out, claiming that the indictment had not been properly secured by the full grand jury before the statute of limitations expired. And if you'll remember, this came down to the wire. The expiration date was just a few days after Comey was charged. Now, this latest development is somewhat related to that issue I told you about earlier this week. Another U.S. judge had ordered Halligan to turn over all the grand jury documents that are kept under seal. The feds argued against that order, and that's how they ended up here on Wednesday, with the possibility that this whole thing could just get tossed out. Now, after Wednesday's back and forth, Halligan told the Post in part, quote, personal attacks like Judge Nachmanoff referring to me as a puppet don't change the facts or the law. My focus remains on the record and the law, and I will continue to fulfill my responsibilities with professionalism.